There's exactly one coding job that AI can't replace. And once you understand why, you'll stop worry about being automated out of work. And it's not the job that everybody is chasing right now. In fact, most developers haven't even heard the name of it yet, even though companies are quietly hiring as fast as they can for it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what the role is, why AI can't touch it, and the specific steps to become one yourself. Let's get started. All right, so first up, let's talk about why so many developers are scared right now. Because the fear is legitimate and not stupid. A couple of years ago, the messaging from some of the biggest names in tech were brutal. NVIDIA's CEO, Jensen Huang, literally told people to stop learning how to code because AI was gonna handle it. Around the same time, Anthropic's CEO predicted AI would be writing all of our code within a year. And then the demos started showing up. Tools that could take a task and write it, test it, and ship it on their own. And people who are halfway through learning to code were starting to wonder if they've wasted their time. Here's the thing that most of these AI is coming for your job videos get wrong. They try to comfort you by saying, AI is not that good at coding. They can only build to-do apps. It falls apart on anything serious. But I'm not gonna lie to you, because lately the AI models have gotten really good. This is not based on what I'm reading. My whole team, my company, we're fully invested in using AI. And I've watched it do large, complex tasks that honestly would have taken my entire team months to do. So the stories about the models running migrations across millions lines of code, I've seen it. It can do it. So no, I'm not here to tell you that AI is useless. And later, I'm gonna show you exactly what this looked like on a real project that I worked on. But that's exactly why this next point is so important. Because if AI can build anything you can clearly describe, then the valuable skill was never the building and the coding. It's knowing what to build and why. So here's the trap. Most people think the safe move is to outcode the machine. You just can't. But what you can do is own the part the machine can't. Ask the question why. AI can build whatever you ask for, but it can't reconcile the mess of competing reasons behind a real project. We're trying to solve a specific user problem. We're also trying to beat competitors to market. Meanwhile, a customer might be churning. And on the flip side, the whole experience just needs to be a little bit smoother. Every one of those things is a different why, and they're pulling all in different directions. Not everyone can get what they want. And the actual skill is finding the cleverest solution that satisfies most of those needs. And I mean most, because there's always trade-offs. A machine won't weigh those trade-offs for you. You will have to do it. This is the human element that AI can't replace. That gap between what people ask for and what they actually need is where your career is safe. And there's a name for that person who lives in this gap. By the way, if you're getting something out of this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. All right, so let's name it. The role that AI can't replace is something called a product engineer. A product engineer writes code, but that's only half the job, or a means to the end. They talk directly to customers, figure out what actually needs to get built, make the real calls on trade-offs, and then they ship it themselves. A regular engineer waits to be handed a spec. A product engineer decides what the specs should even be. And this isn't theoretical. Look at PostHog, one of the most popular open source analytics products on GitHub. They deliberately hire these product engineers, and they specifically go after people with startup or co-founder experience. Their own handbook basically says ex-co-founders make the best product engineers. Scroll their team page and you'll see it everywhere. Former founders and heavy open source contributors. And that kind of makes sense. A product engineer and a co-founder have very similar traits. Ownership, obsession with the customer, comfort making the call when nobody's handing them the answer. I've actually talked with the CEO, James Hawkins, and this is genuinely how they think about hiring. By the way, if you're interested in hearing more about this product engineer, please subscribe because I'm building out the full path to becoming a product engineer one video at a time. And you don't want to miss the next piece. Now let's get back to the video because this is where everything comes together. So here's what really separates product engineers. And it's gonna sound strange for a coding video. The best ones don't only think about the technical side. It's the holistic mentality because they're thinking about the whole business. They're thinking about how things get sold, how things get marketed, whether now is the right time to build it. Because there's an element of timing. There's communication, follow-up, keeping people aligned. A regular engineer asks, is this ticket done? A product engineer asks, did this actually move the business? And if not, what do we do next? That's the founder mindset. And it's the thing that AI has no idea how to do because it's dealing with ambiguity and inconsistency because it doesn't care whether your product wins. You're the one. And by the way, this directly connects to how you actually get started. And this is where it all comes together. The big question is, how do you actually start from where you are today? Here's the mental shift that makes it all click. You have to stop thinking like an employee and waiting for a ticket and start acting like a mini co-founder of your own company. You're the CEO and you're on the hook for the product, the marketing, the sales, all of it. So before you even write a single line of code, answer the questions a co-founder would. What problem am I actually solving? Who am I solving it for? What's the smallest version I can ship? And how long will it take? Once it's out, how do I keep the momentum going and the storytelling? If you can answer those and turn them into a simple plan, you're already doing the job. And let me show you what that looked like for me. My most recent project was a March Madness competition. I work at a company called Ambition, and we make sales gamification software. It was February, and we wanted it live before the tournament tipped off. Normally, there is no way I could have done something like this in 1 month. But AI was the thing that helped me move fast and actually pull it off. But here's the part that actually mattered, and it wasn't the code. I sat down with our sales and CX teams to really understand what we're trying to do. And the biggest decision is learning to take the problem, simplify it, take the solution, simplify that, and learning how to ship the most easy, elegant version first on time, and then follow up with the more robust features afterwards. And that right there is at the heart of product engineering. Saying yes to the right things, saying no to the wrong things, hitting the deadline, and being comfortable telling people this is version 1 and more is coming. And if you do that a few times, you stop becoming a person who codes what they're told. You become someone who owns outcomes. And that person is hard to replace. So here's the bottom line. AI was supposed to replace developers because everyone assumed coding was just typing. AI is great at that. But what it can't do is understand a messy human need, weigh the trade-offs, and decides what's actually worth building. The product engineer is the developer who owns the whole problem. And that's the role AI makes more valuable, not less. So if you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Stop trying to outcode the machine. Start being the person who decides what the machine should even build. And if you want to make that shift, subscribe, because I want to build a whole series on becoming this product engineer. And the next videos are gonna break down the exact skills that make you irreplaceable. So do me a favor, drop a comment and tell me where you're starting from right now. Whether you're a student, a working dev, or pivoting from something else entirely. I will read every single one and it tells me what to make next. All right, thanks a lot. I'll see you in the next one.